already is the application will install all the apps needed. This one will do that. The piece that it's missing for what you're asking is a piece to join the domain. I do have another policy to do exactly that. Let me quickly find it. I'll do that. Hold on. There you go. And then there we go. Let's use this one. All right. So this example allows you to join the domain automatically. All right. Okay. So in this example, you are able to join a domain, right? So to your question earlier, to do a PC build, all right, that was weird. Okay, we're back. So a couple of things. One is you can install a variety of apps through that chocolate thing that you see. So what you could do is have it as a default app to run when you install a new machine. It shows up as part of your template. It is there at the ready. Some people will run the amp daily. That way, if somebody removes an app, it will reinstall itself. It's also part of a good maintenance policy. For example, say I want all my machines to have Adobe Reader, Office 365, WinRAR, whatever. Like pick a list of apps and reinstall them periodically if anybody was to remove any of them. You could also do it as a script check and a self-healing, but either or works. So as you have a new PC join, you just run the first policy manually, and then it will run periodically if you wanted to. This one allows you to join a domain. So this only works for local domain, not for Azure AD domains, because the joining for that is completely different. But this one, what it will do is when you run the policy, it will ask you for your domain name, a username on the domain, the password for the domain, and also what OU you would like to join if you want to customize. Thank you, Alan. If you, I knew somebody would have the answer. So, and then you would basically put the OU if you want. So what it does is it starts by getting, actually, you know what, I can run it, it won't work, so it's not a big deal. And when you run this, the way that this works is super simple, actually. What it will do is that it gets your computer information, and I guess I'm on a work group, right? That makes sense. And then it says if you are on a, if you are not on the domain that you're trying to join already, right? I'm trying to join domain.com, which I'm not on. So since I'm not on that, then if you are not joined, is your OU default? Yes, the vast majority of time you'll join the default OU. Then if that's the case, join the domain. And if not, join the domain with a custom OU of my choice. Most people don't bother with custom OUs because it's just a drag to do those stupid Active Directory query strings, but you know what, that's fine too. And then that would join. So if I was to run this, in my case right now is saying I can't join that because I don't have the option to do so, but I don't have the permission to join domain.com, which makes sense. But that was just an example to show you that policy already exists. You can do that. So part of your PC build, what I usually tell people is look into what do you usually do, right? Okay, we're going to install these apps. We're going to install our AV. We're going to install, obviously, your agent that you have to do manually or through discovery or through your domain policy. That's fine too. Then you're going to do a variety of configs. A lot of people also do maintenances as part of their PC build. So a good example of that, let me quickly find my example that I want to show here. I'm struggling on my multiple screens today. So there you go. That is the one I want to show. So another one is that as people join the domain, you can run this policy, for example, to enable UAC, flush the DNS in case it's a pre-build and all kind of weird stuff in it. Then set PowerShell to remote sign, disable RDP if you don't need it, and then disable sleeping when you're plugged in, disable hibernation when you're plugged in, and so on and so on and so on. And this maintenance policy will clean up a lot of possible issues with your computer as you are building it. So a lot of people, when they do PC build, they'll run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things, either in sequence or all at once, whatever way you run this. But this will be part of your, your initial PC build to make your life easier. And this is just another example of that.